Hello, 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 everybody. I'm here to talk about the faction XP system. How it's maxed. So, a lot of items give different amounts of XP, and you may be confused. How do you level up stuff quick? How do you level up stuff to max? How do you get super high levels? So, I'm here to tell you that. So, first, we're going to be starting with Smugglers. There is three items that you really want to be on the lookout for with Smugglers. That is the Luxury Watch, which gives 1,300 Smuggler XP. Pretty good. Next, we're on to the Classified Drone. It's okay, but it gives 6k, and you can get that from the data center really easily. You get a lot of it. Next, you have the Sealed Card Carton. You can find these in safes, and that's about it. They give 11,000 XP. Next, we're on to Syndicate. Now, the only things you can get pure Syndicate XP from are contracts and the bounty cards, which people drop. And the blue bounty card gives 7.5k Syndicate faction XP, which is pretty good. You can get them from anybody who's killed anybody. Next, we have bounty cards. Notorious level, the purple. I would drop one if I were killed right now. And those give 25k XP. Not bad at all. Next, we get on to the top dog, the wanted card. If I had red aura, I would drop that. And that gives 32,500 XP. Pretty good amount, but it's still really slow, especially considering all people with purple auras and up usually have decent skill at the game. Next, we're going on to network. So there's a few greens in network, but I'm going to skip them because they're common and they don't really give good XP. The first thing I'm going to start off with is the biometric scanner. 1,600 XP. You can get that from the data center and military grade. And they're heavy, but they're good. But, you know, they're just blue, nothing crazy. Next, we're on to encrypted flash drives. Now, these don't give a lot of XP, but they're extremely common. They give 1.25k XP, 1,250. Next, we have the quantum GPU, which you can also only get from the data center, to my knowledge. And they give 7,000 XP, as I said, I think, which is pretty good. They weigh 4 kilograms, they're great. Next, we have the offshore bank ledger. You can only get that from Penthouse Red Safe. So, pretty hard to find. It gives 12k XP, but it's rare, and, you know, I wouldn't be going for it if you're trying to get XP. Next, you have the server blade. Now, this is the top dog of pure network faction XP. 27,500. It does weigh a lot, though, but if you go to data center, you will get plenty of them. So data center is for sure a place to go for smuggler and network. Next, you have Antiquities. They have a lot of common stuff that I'm going to skip by. Their bars and forts and all that stuff in the rings and jewelry store. So if you're really going for low level, you should go jewelry store. You get a lot of Antiquities stuff. So we're just going to skip past that. You can also do bronze lions and antique teapots. So now we're on to the purples. I'm on purples right now, reading off something, and I'm on diamonds. Diamonds common, yes, they give 600 XP. Not a lot, but they don't weigh a lot. Common. Next, you have all paintings. Paintings give 5.55k XP for Antiquities. They're nice. They're easy to find if you know where to look. So, and there's 4 different ones. They all give the same amount of XP. Next, we're on to Gold Lion. Same as the paintings, 5.5k XP. Nothing crazy. They do weigh a little bit more. Gold bars, also super common. You can also find them at the jewelry store, which they recently added. That was added, I think, in the last update. There did not used to be gold bars. You can also find them in safes, which is nice. The crown. The crown gives 60k. So the bank is one of the best places to get antiquity XP without a huge fight like the Penthouse. And there's an angel statue, which, to my current knowledge, you can only get from data center. And at most, 3 can spawn. 1 at the basement, down there, and 1 at the very top up there. Well, 2 at the very top up there. 45k XP. Pretty nice, but they're rare and hard to get. Now we're on to what I call grails. They give XP for all factions, but they're either super rare or super common. One, as you all know, is Bloodbath. Everybody wants it. Gives 350,000 XP, which is, whew, that is a lot. It can level you up probably 10 levels if you're low faction level. And the final one, surprisingly, that is actually sort of good for getting XP is cash. Now, you overlook it often in robberies, but it's everywhere. If you pick up a bunch of it, it's going to be super good for leveling up quick at the early stage. The late stage, I would not be picking up cash. So that's all the faction XP with, well, all the ways to get faction XP from items. There's obviously contracts, assassination, somewhat difficult, network, very easy but tedious, courier run, you just got to deliver a package and you go to an NPC, and Street Sweeper, I'd say this one is really easy, but it's also tedious. You can do that at the jewelry store. I have a video about level farming, but you can also get levels for Antiquities too. So, that's how you get XP for factions. I hope this helps you guys. And if this helped you, please let me know in the comments, and have a great day. Thank you for watching.